Adin Ross is gaslighting you with this $100,000 donation.
And TDE a little bit.
Well,
he kind of had to step in. A lot of people are talking about this.
I got a call from up top. Top Dog called me. So once Top Dog called me,
serious, yeah.
Yeah, once Top Dog called me because he knew I had some type of relationship with Adin one way or another. So when he called me, I just texted Adin. I said, bro, I got a call from up top. Respectfully, let's ease up off of her. He said, okay, no problem. That was it. Now here goes the thing. There's where the clout chasing kicks in at. Adin ain't said shit since that day, been for 5 days.
Oh shit.
All the talk is still from the so-called street dudes.
Yo!
Because they want Adin to engage.
Yo, this guy stands on business, bro. Holy fuck. Yo, Whack. I'm not even joking, bro. I actually really fuck, like, bro. Yo, bro, I'm actually like, holy fuck. He stands up for me, bro. That's real loyalty right there.
I told Adin, you notice he hasn't been arrested. Adin, if you want to beat them, don't respond.
You did tell me don't react.
Actually, Adin is, keep it real, he's filled out paperwork to come donate to 100 grand to a lot of the black small businesses.
So I'm gonna explain what I'm doing, chat, because, you know, a lot of people think, and I'm not doing this because I'm racist. I'm just trying to prove a point here. That these people that want to fight so hard about certain shit, why don't you guys do anything good for where you come from? I give out $100,000 to my city. I'm going to give out $100,000 to a lot of other people's businesses and stuff. Why can't they do it too? Why not? You know what I mean? It rubs me the wrong way. Why not? You could say these things, you know, but actions speak way louder than words. I think we could all agree. You know, it is what it is.
What's up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership. And are you buying that merch down below? Gang, listen. So I'm fresh off of some weird sinus thing going on yesterday. I didn't record nothing, but I'm back here today. You can hear it a little bit, but we're going to push through, right? Because I got to do these stories. This is my job at this point. So if you want to rock with me, hang in there with me. You know what I'm saying? Get you some Cocoa Pebbles. Get you some Honey Smacks. Dig them, all that good stuff like that. And let's go. You can use oat milk, almond milk, is whatever you like. But I want to talk about this Adin Ross situation because we're still here. It's still in the news. It's still in the daily cycle. And he's still doing dumb stuff, okay? So what we just watched in the beginning of this video, I'm going to put a clip, and hopefully I don't get it removed for whatever reason. But Adin Ross is, once again, I think he's trying to deflect from what's going on, but he's telling us, me and you, for some reason, he's going to donate $100,000 to underprivileged and underserved communities because of what he's saying about this black woman, Doechii. I don't know if you know or have been paying attention, but Adin Ross has been saying some really heinous things about the black woman artist, right? The black female rapper Doechii. Very unwarranted shit for at least a year. He's called her every name in the book. He called her dumb, smelly, he like just ridiculous. He called her a bitch and a whole lot of other heinous things for absolutely almost next to no reason, right? He gives the excuse of the umbrella incident where she screamed on her staff, lost her cool or whatever you want to call it. She was at, I believe, the Met Gala, and she was getting dressed, and they were kind of in a high pressure situation. You can't let people see your outfit before it's time, and they were trying to get umbrella to cover her up. So I guess she got a little rude or what have you, and he took that as his opening to be extremely disrespectful to this queen. Now, what's going on really is he's a Drake fan. A Drake fan of the Drake stan. He barely knows hip-hop at all, let alone what's good and what's not good. So he has no reference of what to say Doechii is or what Doechii is not, because he just doesn't listen to hip-hop. Right? He only likes Drake because for some reason they've become entangled with this steak situation, and somehow they're at the hip because they got to make a lot of money for steak and kick and these things like that. He got to keep his bag going, and Drake is a big part of that. So now we got a guy that's going tooth and nail to defend Drake, not to mention the way that he got to where he is by being rude and obnoxious and amassing a chat or a following of hyper, I don't want to, males, I want to say, I don't know what the actual term is to give these guys, but it's a really just a chauvinist chat, a chat that's immature, just very, they're just not a good. This is an eclectic bunch, gang. But for the most part, they love this negativity and this chaos, and especially against women, they'll come running out of nowhere, crawling out of all kind of rocks. This, down the third, and against blacks, and that's the combination we got of the two with a black woman, right? I tell you, he'll give more business to Doechii than he will Kendrick. He'll give more problems and some of his worst language to Doechii over a Kendrick. But we're here because as a Drake fan, as a de facto Drake fan, he has to hate all things related to Kendrick. And at some point, even though Kendrick was off of TDE by the time they started to come for Kendrick for Drake, they had to hate by association everything associated with TDE. Doechii is signed to TDE. So the Drake fans put together in their little beautiful minds, right, that they can just wipe it all out by dissing everything that Top Dog does over there at TDE, including Doechii. And if they started Doechii, which is the weakest link according to them, because she's the newest artist, but she's the most successful outside of Kendrick, if they can stop that flame, then guess what? We probably could get at Kendrick and weaken that whole shit too. Now, what they're sworn to do is attack this woman for it by any means necessary. Now, the only miscalculation that Adin Ross made in this, when he surmised, right, when he was reading the room, he read the room wrong because he lives in an echo chamber where they can do this with impunity, where they can talk crazy about any and everybody. He told you he doesn't just disrespect black women, he disrespects all women. Anybody that he wants to disrespect, he'll say this, that, and the third. You saw when Glasses came for him, he disrespected Glasses. So he lives in an echo chamber where his chat is giving him thumbs up. Yeah, Adin, get him, right? But what he underestimated by when he didn't read the room is that once you go outside of that little green room that you have where you're doing Adin Ross kick streams, this, that, and the third, the real world, we got a different set of rules. And we're gonna balance those rules out by calling you out every chance we get. Now, he got called out for calling Doechii bitches and dirty and smelly and all these different things. He went on a tirade over this umbrella incident and others, calling her an industry plant. So we got to a point where it became so crazy that even the casuals started to hear that it became flat out. It wasn't about Adin Ross and Doechii anymore. The real world, they just saw a white guy disrespecting a black girl or woman, whatever you want to call her, right? So that became news. National fodder, as they like to say. And when we got that situation, regular everyday casuals started to be like, I don't know who this white guy is, but somebody need to check him because he's doing way too much. Now, there's no way to really get at him because he doesn't really have a corporation or a boss that's going to stop him. So there's no CEO to write a letter to. There's no president behind him. It's just him. Now, he does work for Stake, does work for Kick to a degree, but he works with them, not for them. So, and they're very lax in what they will and won't police over there in the first place. They let them do anything they want to do. So there's very little policing him from a corporation. Twitter's not going to stop him. So there was no recourse other than to constantly go at him, right into his chat, go and make these videos that we're doing, this, that, and the third, go on Twitter and constantly denounce what he's doing, and it got to him. It got to him in a certain kind of way. Right after that, Glasses Malone came out saying, listen, end of the day, you're allowed to say what you want, but we're going to check you if you keep saying these particular things about this woman, because let's just be honest, she didn't deserve it, right? There's a lot of people that deserve a lot of things. Doechii did nothing for this. Let's just peel back the layers of what he's saying. He's calling her an industry plant. Okay, and that makes her unintelligent, dirty bitch, smelly. Like, gang, you're doing too much. So as the black community, some of us were appalled, right? We're not going to sit back and let you talk crazy about a woman. First of all, it don't matter what she did to you, but she didn't do nothing to you. And some of us still got some morals. Some of us still got actual, we're steeped in what we believe, and we believe our race should not be picked on by its oppressor, one of its oppressors, right? Go say, Challz, Adin Ross ain't oppressing nobody. Gang, we got to understand what's going on. It's a deeper history here where a white male can slander and talk crazy and call all kind of names to a black female without no repercussions. That's setting us all back, gang. We can't have that. So here we are. We're fighting the good fight. Now, Adin Ross took all of this stuff. He called Whack 100. Whack 100 kind of didn't know what was going on, but he knows that that's his little friend that he gets money with. So he put his foot in his mouth, try to jump out there and say, I'm going to call Glasses right now. Right when Glasses pressed him, say, listen, you're going to stop talking crazy about this sister. And I don't know how to get to you, but I do know how to get to them guys around you, which are most of them are black, right? I did a video on Cuffem, right? Salute to Cuffem. Cuffem, who sent me, he cashed out me $5 and said, thanks for the video, right? Good looking. You're welcome, young man. So end of the day, we did videos on Cuffem and this, that, and the third. Glasses came out and said, I'm going to start pressing those guys around you. So what happened was, first of all, Adin Ross said, good, I don't care. So he didn't care that the black guys was going to get pressed in L.A. by Glasses. Didn't care about that. But he did care about that he knows that Glasses said, you're going to have to do some things in L.A. and we're going to be there. Right? He said, we know you're doing, I believe he's doing some kind of sports event or something, and he's going to have to go there. Right? Now, they first tried to play tough. Akademiks came out, yo, I don't advise you to mess with Adin. When he came to the Young Boy fight show, he had security, he had cops. They came in a private jet. He was moving like it was a military unit. You don't want to touch him because if you get anywhere near him, then he might shoot you. He might put you in the grave. So Akademiks trying to put the fear of God into people about Adin Ross for some reason. I don't know what Akademiks doesn't know, but what he needs to know is if these guys really want to get you, they're going to get you. They don't got to get you when security's around. They don't got to get you when the police are around. We just saw a rash of burglaries, gang. I think freaking, what's my guy, Patrick Mahomes' house got robbed. I think they're running up in everybody's houses right now, gang. Where no security is there. Right? A whole bunch of people are getting their houses broken into. So it ain't that simple to just say, yo, Adin rolls with the cops. They roll with the police. I'm not saying that that's what they will and won't do. But you can't move like that. Like I can do everything I want because I can go in a private jet to the event. No, Akademiks, that's not how this works. Right? That's not how this works. You don't want to antagonize these people. You don't want to do that because you're basically saying nanny boo boo, da 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 da. You've already seen that they're swatting Akademiks' house, right? When he out there in them slippers in the robe, when the cops came to his house. So these guys know where you are. And if they really, really want you like that, it won't be no amount of cops that's going to stop anything. So I wouldn't say just like you're going to blanket make statements that, yo, he's untouchable, he's not to be touched. Let's just not start that lie, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to keep this simple as if it's just content. I said on my other video, Glasses Malone is doing content. He's beating them at their own game. They do content all day. So he's doing content. And I hope he keeps it at content. Don't try to get him in this, that, and the third. But it could happen. Okay? So Adin Ross knows I say all that. And I beef my security up and this, that, and the third. But when it really boils down, after Wack called them back because he called Wack. Wack called Glasses, got off the phone with Glasses. Glasses went back online. It was adamant that Wack can't stop me. Nobody can stop me if I'm on you. So just watch your mouth. That's all we was asking. That's all Glasses was asking. Watch your mouth. That's too much. Adin has to make everything in the content. So he goes and hits up Wack. Wack tells him the first time, I'm going to talk to him. Wack calls him back because Wack got a call from quote unquote up top, right? Top Dog and some other people. He said, when it's serious, I get a call. Well, he got the call. He said he got a call about 10 o'clock at night. They called him and said it was serious. That's when he hung up with whoever called him. He said it was Top, but I'm sure it was more than just Top. Right, he said it was Top Dog of Top Dog Entertainment, this, that, and the third. So he called Adin back and said, yeah, you're going to have to chill out. Which meant I can't protect you and I'm not even going to try. So you need to go ahead and chill out. I ran interference for you. I ran into a buzzsaw. Didn't really know what was going on. Now I do. I got the call that I was fearing, right? And it came. So that call by Wack being shook, it made Adin understand, yo, I can't play no more. Right? It sound good, all this security, all this, that, and the third. I roll with 30 cops and all this. First of all, that's a lot of money you're going to be paying for all that. Second of all, they're not going to come when the cops there. All right? So at the end of the day, then you got your mans over there, Cuffem and these guys. They're going to be out there with no security. Different story. So now you got a lot of people well-being in your hands. So now I guess he fell back after the conversation with Wack. Now he wants to bribe us. I went all the way around to now he's going to give a $100,000 donation to a charity, right? Now, if you listen to Wack, when Wack was on TMZ and he said, ain't about to fill in the paperwork, you got to pay attention to what he said. About to fill in the paperwork. He haven't even given the money yet. He's about to fill the paperwork. To what? To where? This is Wack 100 and Adin Ross telling you he's going to give the money to underserved and underprivileged communities. Wack goes the ghetto, right? He's going to put it in the ghetto. Or what's the ghetto? What does that consist of? So as Adin starts talking about this, let me explain what I'm going to do. He starts to basically say, I'm not giving it directly to black people. This is the people he's offended. He goes in to make sure that his people know and that we know it ain't going to just black people. He said everybody that's poor, all races. So you're going to try to bribe us with a bribe that you're still going to be giving it to white people and Asians too? You're not even giving it to us. He made it clear on no uncertain terms, I'm going to give it to everybody that's poor. You didn't say what organization, what charity. You're just like, if they're poor, he said it's not going to be just to strictly black people. So let me get this right. You're going to give out a donation allegedly for us that you're offending us, but it ain't just for us. Got it. Then you're going to say, why can't these guys do the same thing? You don't know what they're doing. That literally that's right there is gaslighting. That's basically saying, I got money. You supposedly have some money. You could be doing it, but you won't. I'm here to prove a point that I can do what I want. And then when the time comes and I get under pressure, I can throw this money to you. You're going to gobble it up, right? But you can't do that same thing in your own community and you won't do it, right? He's throwing money at it. It's like that. It's like, what's that movie? ATL? When they threw the money in his face. Was it T.I. threw the money in Big Boy's face? And he said, no, you didn't just throw some money. You just hit me in my face with some goddamn money, right? He threw the money in his face like Diddy was supposed to throw the money in the guy's face that caused all the ruckus when Shine started shooting in the club. He's just throwing the money in our face, gang, right now. So it's like, oh, let me throw. Mind you, Adin Ross throws $100,000 around like Tic Tacs, gang. That's nothing to him. He threw Drake $100,000 as a gift on Stake. I told you Stake has that app where you can tip somebody and they can't follow or trace the money. Well, he allegedly threw Drake $100,000 on the app. So $100,000 is nothing to this guy. So he really just threw you nothing, right? They buy watches and shit. The private jet, I guarantee you, when he went to NBA YoungBoy's concert, probably spent upwards of that when he got the private jet and got all these people he probably spent that on the concert, gang. So he's throwing us token shit. It's a token gesture, and a lot of you guys ate it up. Well, not a lot of you guys. A lot of you young guys that's into these chat rooms and this, that, and the third, and what he does, you wanted to come in the comments and say, yeah, Adin now talk shit now. Well, I'm still going to talk shit because it's a token gesture. You didn't give it to no one yet. You're still filling out the paperwork. You didn't put it nowhere. You didn't even say it's going to be for black people or what businesses you're giving it to. He can get that shit to the Cambodian community for all you fucking know. So what we supposed to do now? Just start jumping up and down, stomping our feet? Right? Now, the simple fact of the matter is when you give it to whatever charities you're going to give it to, they're going to take their cut. Okay? Did you know that? Of course he knows that. Don't care. If he ever gives the money, what charity you giving it to? What happened is a lot of people going to run with this and make it like this guy did some goody-goody gumdrop shit. I'm just going to be honest. This is one of the most token gestures you can do. It's disrespectful. It's like, here, I disrespect you. I'm not going to apologize to your community. I'm not gonna say sorry to Doechii. I'm not gonna say Glasses Malone, who I called ugly and this, that, and the third, right? Told him, go take care of your kids when the man ain't even got no kids, right? Your baby mama, this, that, and the third. He didn't got no baby mama, but you sized him up with a racist trope, right? The racist trope that we all got baby mamas, we all got kids that we don't take care of. So before you even knew this guy, who he was, you start telling him, go take care of his kids. And your racist chat, They gobbled it up. They clapped their hands and was stomping their feet talking about get him. You know he's a deadbeat dad. But this is what Adin Ross wants us to believe, that he's this humble kid that just made it up through his own volition. And he just tells jokes on the internet. And we're being too hard on him. This race thing is too much. Somehow, some way, Adin Ross wants to be the victim yet again. Saying some of the most ridiculous stuff. If you sitting there watching, you're like, are you dead ass right now? He's dead ass. I find it impossible for him to be this clueless, but I think he really is just this clueless, okay? I really think that he plays this tough bully until it comes back on him, then he's the victim. And now he's the poor little guy. Now he's Jewish, just down the third. Now he wants an anti-Semitism, and he wants to call cops on people. Right? So now he's the victim. Meanwhile, he been taunting this girl for a year. She made one record, didn't even mention him. And all of a sudden, he goes DEFCON 5, World War III. He read the room, but the room is small because it's only people in his bubble. They love that shit. But your comments went louder than the room. He didn't understand. The real world, they're not having this shit. So now he wants to give $100,000, which I told you is play money. That's toy money to him. These guys make a lot of money to do nothing. Gamble on Stake all day. So what you're saying is a guy, he's doing a token gesture, throwing some fake toy money at you, because he'll probably double that somewhere in some strip club and giving it away to dudes that just be around him for fun. And I told you, the black guy's not going to say nothing because they need to stay around him because they get paid with him. So the black guy's not going to avenge nobody. He's not really doing nothing special. He's not even donating to a charity that she named. He's giving it to some random whatever, right? We don't even know who the charity is. So he's playing dead ass in your face right now. He's playing it. So you hear the number, $100,000. Oh, snap. I guess white boy's all right. Right? Keep saying, I'm not white, I'm Jewish. Jewish is not a race, gang. It's a religion. So anybody can be that. On that note, man, I'm getting out of here, man. I just came here to let you know that we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Don't work like that. All right, we're not impressed, and I hear people out there saying we don't want the money. Listen, if these black businesses that need that money, take his money, take all of it. If you can get $1 million out of them, take it. Right? It's a hard word, it's a cold word out here. I'll never judge you for taking that money. So don't let nobody talk you out of that. If you can get $10,000 out of him, take it. Get 20. I don't care, because end of the day, he don't deserve it. And we can get all of them. We can take it. I'm just gonna be honest. So whatever you can get it. It's too hard out here for black businesses. I'm not gonna sit and tell you, yo, don't touch that money. Do what you gotta do. Pay your bills, pay your staff, right? As a business owner myself. All right. So end of the day, I'm gonna leave it at that. Listen, I'm out of here, man. CLBMG, man. Listen, salute to the people that still fighting the fight, man. I know a lot of people, if you go on my Twitter, right? And I put the video up about Cuffem, which I'm sure that's the video where Cuffem saw where he sent me the $5. It's a lot of young people in there, man, that's really, really not on the same page with this movement. That they really not on the same page. We got to figure out how to get these young people, man, because end of the day, they so out of touch, man. It's not even funny. They'll come in my comments and defend me against a literal white supremacist. They will defend him against me and call me all kind of names. Which, gang, I really don't understand how much you not hurting me with these comments, gang. It really don't mean nothing. It show more about you than me. All right, man, I'm out of here, man. Listen, just pray for these kids, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm out of here. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Yes, if you asking, I am taking some decongestants. I know you can hear it, so it is what it is. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on the West Show. We didn't go last night because I was just too congested, gang. But we'll be here next Wednesday, man. I'm going to be here regardless. I'm going to figure it out. I took a COVID test. I ain't got that, all right? So I'm out of here, man. Watch my video, man. Me, TJ Flick's got a video called This, That, man. Tap in. Let me know what you think, man. It's on the channel. Go back a few weeks and get in the comments. Let me know what you think and share it, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with with some goons and some kin. And then send out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months' time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share. Tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location. Tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.